Oh my god, guys. I just came up on this mountain to admire our work from afar, and it is beautiful. I just finished up the last finishing touches that I said I was going to put on, and wow. It is, not only does it look amazing, but the functionality is key. That is the killer of all hostile dinosaurs right there. Welcome back to the digital universe. We are back here on our ARK Survival Evolved Let's Play world here for episode number 4. Guys, just a quick heads up. Throughout this episode, I got a ton planned for today, so I'm kind of jumping around sort of quick and maybe not spending a ton of time talking about each thing like I've done in the past. Just know that it's because I've got a ton of stuff planned and I really don't want this to become like a hour-long video or something crazy like that. Alright, guys, so the first order... Okay, wait a second. This guy's gotta move. He's literally in my face. Oh, okay. No, we're gonna ignore that for a second. First order of business is right in here. I have been waiting so long for this. Bang and bang. Finally. Okay. Let's take that, and come on, and let's grab that. Okay, so, what do I want to do? Alright, you know what? We're going to make this ceremonial right now. We're going to just look out the back, and we are going to toss these disgusting things out, and grab these. Alright. I've been waiting so long for these. I mean, for you guys, it's been really fast, but I've done a lot of off-camera work, and guys, the off-camera work is torture with the stone tools. They take so long, they break super quickly, blah, blah, blah. And actually, wait, one more thing real quick. Can we learn the pike? Can you tell? What? Thank you. Okay. So let's look at this real quick. Pike, yes, we can make that too. Perfect. Okay. So we've got a nice set of tools now. Wow, the animals are really bothering me. They're so annoying outside. Jeez. Sorry about that. Okay. Last ceremonial thing, real quick. Bang and bang. And I don't know why it keeps giving me these trophies. They're mad annoying. Okay. So, that is item number 1 on our list. Completed. New tools. Okay, guys, on to the second order of business. As you probably saw before, this guy right here and these things over here. This is going to be... This item on our list, I should say, is going to be playing catch-up. So if you didn't notice already, actually, the one thing I did since last episode was I moved the base a little to the left. Because we are going to be doing a little bit this episode. I'll get to that. And we needed more room on this side. We got really close to the rocks. We were like right here, and I have no room to expand out. If we were already here, I don't want to be on. I don't want to spill over onto the rocks. So I centered us a bit more with this lake right here, and now we've got plenty of room on the left side to build, and plenty of room on the right side, as you just saw. So that was one thing that I did. In here, I think I mentioned last episode that I actually wanted to do this, and I did. I made the compost bins in here for all the Plant Species X turrets, and I know I said I was going to do those. Like I said, we're going to be doing a little bit of base upgrade, so I'll tell you why I didn't actually plant those, because I have everything I need. I mean, these compost bins, some of them are empty. Actually, some of them here have stuff in them, because I just refilled them a minute or two ago. But as you can see in here, I've been doing plenty of fertilizer gathering. So those were hard at work. Let's see what else. There's this thing in here. I just moved this over. Not a big deal. I needed some more room for storage, so I moved one of the refining forges. No biggie, whatever. And then this guy. This guy wasn't really a big deal, the Phiomia. Obviously, we don't have a bird yet. We don't have a Pteranodon or an Argentavis or anything like that. So I had to find him on foot, which was a bit annoying, but once I found him, I just bullied him, got him down with the Tranks. I mean, it really was nothing. The Stego was a much cooler, I mean, not the coolest tame, but definitely much cooler than this guy. Um, took me a couple minutes, brought him back, whatever, and then I've just been using him to get the poop that we need for the fertilizer. I figured I wouldn't even show that, because, you know, it's really not that cool. I mean, whatever. It's literally a video. It's who cares? Anyway, I think that's everything that I did off camera, right? I got a little bit of narcotics, whatever, doesn't really matter. I think that's just about everything. If you notice the, what are these called? Oh boy, the word is left my head. The irrigation pipes, sorry. I moved the irrigation pipes too. I mean, who really cares? I mean, minor details, whatever. Main things I said. I think that's it for item number 2, so let's move to number 3. Okay, and on to item number 3, which is our last mini list item for this episode before we get on to the bulk of what I planned on doing, is base renovation. So I sort of hinted towards that when I was talking about number 2. Don't fall. Come on. Can I get in, please? Thank you. Yeah, so when we were playing catch-up a minute ago, I sort of hinted at the fact that we were going to be doing some work on the base. Here's the problem, guys. I finished off last episode, right? And we concluded saying that I was going to put plant species excerpts in all these, and that way when we came back in this episode, in episode number 4, we would be done with base building and have a really defensible base that was basically ready for anything. That was the plan, right? And I did a little bit of research for the Plant Species X turrets, and what I came across during the research was some designs like this one where they had, like, spikes and then the pillars with stuff like this. It wasn't the exact design, but it was similar. And then I noticed that an Allosaurus was able to step over the spikes, and I actually forgot that some dinos can walk over spikes. I think I knew maybe Gigas could, but, I mean, I don't think we're going to get Giga in this area. I mean, if we get a Giga, we got a problem. I get the only option, really, if we have a Giga over here, I'm going to fall again, come on, would probably be to lure him away, like in the water to the other side of the beach, or down the beach, either direction, whatever. Basically, we can't fight him, is what I'm saying, so that didn't really matter. But Allosauruses are here, and we basically built this huge monster of a defense castle, like, because of the Allosaurus problem. And if they're able to walk over the spikes, what they were doing is, like what I noticed in this video that I saw, that it was about the Plant Species X, I wasn't even, like, looking for this. I thought that this was going to be good. But then I realized, after watching this, that they use these spikes as, like, a stepping stone, so they get on the spikes, and then that gives them the height that they need to step up here. So they're basically, I haven't had this problem. Luckily, there were no Allosauruses in the area while I was doing, like, off-camera work or whatever. But I don't want that to happen in the future to us, and I didn't want to build this whole base so that it would be, like, totally useless against Allosauruses. So they would basically be able to walk right in, which is a problem. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work. I was brainstorming and doing a couple tests on, like, a testing map that I have about designs or additions to the base that we could do to make it, like, defensible against Allosauruses. And I got a pretty simple solution, I think. I went through a bunch of things. A lot of things didn't work. And I actually noticed in my testing that Plant Species X turrets lately are funky. I don't know what's going on. They're, like, sort of broken. Like, they won't fire when you get on. You have to, like, mess with them a lot. And, like, if you put them to sleep, they'll, like, stop fire. I mean, I know they're supposed to stop firing when you put them to sleep. But, like, you'll wake them back up and they won't fire. So I don't know what's up with them. Hopefully hopefully we have enough so that they'll, like, even with their weird firing habits lately, they'll still be fine. I don't know. I guess we just gotta roll with it, basically. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, whatever. We did our best, basically. But we definitely gotta Allosaurus-proof the base. So what my solution is we're gonna take pillars, right? Like pillars we used right there. We're gonna put them outside and around the base, outside the spikes, and just pillars. That's it. They're gonna go, like, a couple pillars high. This way, the Allosauruses are too fat to fit through this hole. Like, this is too thin for them to get in. So if we just put them all around the base, they'll be stuck at the pillars, and then the turrets will just be able to shoot them. And it'll be far enough away so that they can't chomp on the turrets in the meantime. So it basically is just a wall to hold them back so that the turrets can fire on them. That's about it. And then Anything that's small will be able to fit through, but then they'll just come up to the spikes like we had planned anyway. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. I got a bunch of resources, but I haven't finished collecting everything, so I'll go get all the resources necessary, make us all the building material, and we'll get on with that. And we're back. Guys, I just got us tons and tons of resources and built that into tons and tons of building blocks, so now we can get our building groove on. Guys, I have been playing this for way too long to get resources. Gamers, if you're watching this, you will understand. If your thumbs and your fingers start to hurt, you really need to rethink your life choices. I mean, you guys will know what I'm talking about. We've all been there. Your fingers start to hurt. You're like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, anyway, moving on from dumb jokes. So, in the building chest, we've got fertilizer in here because the miscellaneous chest is already filled with fertilizer. That will all be gone, though, as soon as we start planning our turrets. But here's the building blocks. We've got a little over almost 220 pillars. We've got 50 foundations, 75 ceilings, 36 crop plots, and 60 catwalks. Now, you may be asking, Digital Logic, why do you need more ceilings? And why do you need more crop plots? Well, Billy, here's why we need more crop plots. Because this is all going to be moving. I didn't want this to become the huge focus of the video like I mentioned before, because we've got other stuff planned, but I did need to address this because, like I said, I don't want an Allosaurus running right into our base. So these crop plots are going to have to move because we're doing a little bit of, how do I put it, maintenance on the base, I guess. Not really maintenance, sort of just a small redesign. It's not going to be anything crazy because I wanted the bulk of the building to stay in episode 3. But we do need to do a little bit of editing. Editing is a good word. That's what we need to do. Just a bit of base editing. So what I'm thinking is, let me grab some of those pillars. Building. Okay. Let's take that. Is that too much? Can we still walk? Okay, let's just put half back. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. Let me get these pillars on me. Let's run outside. Alright. So what we're gonna do is, I think I mentioned this, I went on a testing world a little bit by myself, and I just sort of pitched designs, and then, like, tested how they would work against a wild Allosaurus, see if we could defend ourselves, and how well it would, like, defend against them. And what I found out was that if we take pillars, right, and we, can this connect? Oh, it can, actually, okay, cool. I don't want it to destroy the spikes. I figured out is what if, excuse me, can I talk? Hello? If we put 3 pillars down, I believe it was, and then 1 more. So now we are on the 4th pillar away from where our other pillars are. And then we can destruct these. I'm just going to leave them there for a second, but we're going to end up destroying those. And then if we go around the base like this, we can form a sort of wall. Now, I can walk in between these. And then small animals can. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought for a second. I can walk in between these pillars, obviously, so it's not like another set of spikes. It's not going to be annoying like that. It's just these pillars that I can walk through. And let's just say a Dilo can. They can walk through, but then they'll get stopped by the spikes like they were supposed to, and the turrets. So not to worry about the small guys that can fit in here. But then, let's just say Rexes, and we were focusing on Allosauruses. So Allosauruses and Rexes, and even Gigas if we build this high enough, but we'll talk about that later. The Allosauruses are not skinny enough to fit in here. They're too fat to get in, so they'll get stuck on these pillars, and they're kind of long. That's why we have to go so far out. So let's just say their heads will be like right here. If you imagine like an imaginary line right there, and they're stuck there, then their heads are like here, and then they're right in the optimal location for the turrets to just shoot at them, and they can't even get to the spikes. So they're stuck, and they're just getting destroyed by the spikes. That's the plan. So I'm just gonna continue doing a little bit of this. We gotta go around. And now the problem that I'm thinking about, that we're about to run into, is if we go all the way around, I guess I didn't really plan too well, because I didn't know we were gonna run into this problem. But we might not have enough room in the front to come out as far as I want. Actually, let's just test it right now. I think that, let's do it here, because I'm not sure. Okay, let's go out 1. Can I? Oh, don't tell me it won't even let me place. Oh, man, it's not even gonna let me place because I have to go, because I go down so much. There's such a, like, vertical change. Let's see if I can do it here. No, I can't. Okay, well, I think we would probably be able to go from around, so I'm gonna put these all around the base real quick. We're just gonna be 3 pillars away in the center, on the 4th pillar out from our base, and I'm just gonna send this in a perfect square that's parallel to all the sides of our base, so it'll be nice and even, so all you OCD freaks out there like me will not have a heart attack. Don't worry, I sympathize with you guys. We'll go all around in a perfect square or rectangle. Actually, I think, yeah, this base is a rectangle. In a perfect rectangle. And then once I've done that, we'll come back and see what it looks like. Place, and place. Come on, bang, and bang. Okay, guys, so that is all the pillar placements. Let me get a bird's eye view real quick if I can. Alright, so this is what it looks like from outside on our wall area here. I went up 4 pillars high. You might be thinking, like, why did you go so high? That's because over here it might seem super high, but then if you come over here, the land moves up, and you see how that doesn't look that high at all? Like, that only looks like maybe 2 pillars high like our wall was. That's because of the different, like, you can see the slope on the ground. Like, it's a big change in the altitude. So I had to go up, and I didn't want to, like, make this one 4 high and that one 3 high now. That would have been an OCD nightmare. So we did 4 high all around. We did run into one problem, though, in the front, like I mentioned. I already knew we were going to have problems. I went 1 out on each side, and then it does this. It doesn't let us snap anymore. So I actually prepared for this because I knew this front was going to be a problem. What we've got is, I think I showed you in the building chest before, we've got a bunch of foundations. That's probably going to weigh me down, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to put all the, where are they? I'll put all the pillars away from now, because I don't think we're going to need any for a little while. I will take that, and that. Actually, we are going to need some pillars. Okay, we're going to have to start splitting this stuff. Can I walk? No, I can't even run. Okay, we'll split again. I probably won't need more than 25. And then let's take some pillars, just in case we need some. Can we move? We still can't run. You gotta be joking. How much more can we get rid of? Okay, well, we will even... Oh, yes, the spikes. We don't need the spikes on us. Okay, there we go. We can move now. Actually, yeah, okay. Whatever. So what I was thinking is... We can take the foundations here. And then we could... Do they attach? Let's see. They don't. So what I was thinking, basically, is we could cover a part of this lake with foundations and make it sort of... Do these line up? I can't even tell. Wait. That's the center, so if I turn around... Yeah, okay, they do. I was thinking we could cover a part of this lake with foundations and ceilings, right? And then, like, maybe go this far or farther out and make it sort of like a balcony almost, like our castle's balcony, like maybe lead the foundations, because they snap here to the pillars, just sort of lead them out, and then make it like expand out here where we need to put the pillars anyway, and it'll almost look like a balcony, but it'll really be for functionality to let our pillars go across the water. But we do have to line this up, because if this is uneven, it's not going to work. Can I snap it anywhere? It doesn't want to let me snap it anywhere. Oh, wait. Okay, I can get it there. I feel like that's too high. I don't know why it doesn't want to, like, snap to a lower position or something. It only wants to be super high. Okay, so if we placed it there... Yeah, see, I feel like this is... It's very high. I mean... Actually, I don't know, compared to this, when we actually come out, if we go like this, right? And then we start leading these out. Let's say we go there, right? I'm probably going to get rid of this one because it blocks the gate, but whatever. Let's just leave it there for a second. That's about the same. Actually, that might be the exact same size, probably. That's actually not that high, because then I'll go all the way to the edge, right? And then I'll just make ramps everywhere, like all along the sides of this walkway, and then in the front, or maybe we'll just go down one ceiling size, go like down one if we can, so that we could basically get like towards the ground. And then we'll just put ramps at the end. I don't know. I think that sounds pretty cool. I'm going to try this out anyway. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to try this out. We'll be back after I've done a little bit of testing and messing around. And if it works on the first try, then I'll just finish up most of it, and we'll be back. Okay, guys, so quick update, real quick. I'm going to be going back in a second just to complete what I started here, but I just want to show you before I'm done what I'm doing. We've got a couple ideas here, nothing really finished, like you can see the ramp right here. That was just to make sure everything would work well. But this is basically what I'm going for. Like I said, we're going to do a porch type of thing. I don't know how much of a porch it's actually going to end up looking like, but I think it looks pretty good so far, and there's definitely going to be more. What I'm planning to do is, like I said, we're going to take this out, and then I think right after this, right after the gate, you're going to come up into this area. Maybe we'll put some fencing around, or maybe not. We're going to put ramps all along so that you can come down into this area. And actually, I don't even know if I showed you guys this. Because of these big pillars that we added, there's this whole, like, safe area we've got now. And when I'm done with that, I'll show you what the base looks like from afar. I don't really want to get too much into these because I want to finish the front first. But I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. And now what I'm doing is, these were support pillars. Actually, I'm thinking about it now. I could probably take these down because of these front pillars. So I think I'm going to do that, actually. I might have to leave one. Actually, no, when I get all the way over here, I could probably take them out. I don't know, we'll see. But what I'm doing is, these support pillars hold up the porch thing, whatever you want to call it. And then these front ones go under so that nothing, I don't know, medium size can get under. And actually, I might put spikes down there. No, actually, there's probably not enough room. I won't do that. I might come out with the ceilings a little farther, and then, like I said, we'll do the ramps down. But then, what the purpose of this is so that we're going to send these two pillars on either side. I think there's 3 on that side and 2 on that side. We're going to put them all the way up so that they're the size of those pillars. And then we're going to put another gate in the middle. Well, the purpose of that is that we need another gate so that my dinosaurs can get out of this pillared area, because this like whole pillar thing around the base ensures that no enemy dinos can get in, or no hostile big dinos get in. But if we sent it all around without another gate, it would also make it impossible for me to get my guys in or out. So we're going to make a secondary gate out front right here, I think. That's why I left this space open. We'll put a gate here, maybe some more ceilings and the ramps going down, and this way all around our base we will be completely Allosaurus protected, and then right when I'm done with this porch, we'll quickly get on to finishing the turrets, and then we'll be done with building, and we can actually get on to the main part of the episode. So I'm going to go, I'm going to, whoa, sorry, I can speak, I promise. I'm going to finish this porch, and then I'll be back to finish the turrets when I'm done with that. Alright guys, so I may have gotten carried away here. I sort of covered the entire lake. It was kind of bothering me that the ramps were going to lead us right down into the lake, so I was like, okay, just one ceiling further. No, just one ceiling no, just one ceiling further. And we got all the way over here. So, the base is gigantic now. Definitely is awesome. What it lacks in lakeness, it makes up for in pure awesomeness. That is for sure. I'm probably going to put fences up around here. It is getting kind of annoying running back and forth for wood, and we are in an area that does not have many trees. I have like a personal rule. I never cut down the trees right next to me, because then they won't grow back because of all the foundations. And then my whole area just looks really plain and ugly, so I usually venture a little bit. As you can see on the top of that mountain, it's sorry, it's completely empty, like totally barren. I've been getting all my stone up there. It's great, but there's like no trees anywhere. Usually my problem is stone, and now there's stone everywhere where we are, and like no wood anywhere. And I don't want to like cut down all the forest back here, because then it won't grow back, and like I said, it's gonna look disgusting, you know. So if I could jump on a rock, that'd be sick. Can I? Thank you. Okay. Got a nice view here. Okay. I'm gonna run up this mountain real quick. While I do that, I just want to talk to you guys for a sec. I'll give you a nice view. So I mentioned that we were gonna be doing some other stuff, right? And that's gonna be the Pteranodon tame. I think I may have said that last video and probably in this video. And I told you I was going to do our little shopping list of stuff. That included the building, but the building is sort of getting crazy now. I didn't really expect it to take this long, but we ran into some problems. Sorry. We ran into some problems, I can speak, along the way, and it just sort of, like, propelled the amount of time it was going to take forward and forward, so the timestamp is probably getting pretty huge at this point. I don't want it to get crazy. We might end up splitting this video into two, and we'll do like a sort of building part 2 kind of thing, even though it'll be part 1 of episode number 4. We'll be finishing the building, which is sort of unfortunate, but I don't know. I feel like building an ARK is really fun. It's definitely fun for me. I hope it's fun for you guys, so maybe it won't be terrible. I just want to keep it like fresh always, so I don't want this to get boring. But now we've just finished our barrier along here. We've got super safe base now. We're just about done with defense. All we got to do is fix up the turrets I mentioned. I haven't even told you guys how we're going to do that. Basically what we're going to be doing, I know you saw before in the chest. Where is it? Right in here in our building material chest. We've got the catwalks. So what I did on my testing map that I mentioned, and I'm encumbered, yes. We won't need foundations, so I'll get rid of those, and we shouldn't need pillars. And actually, I don't even think we're going to need ceilings. We are going to need crop plots, though. Are you serious? I'm encumbered? Come on. Okay. Let's do that, and let's do that. And then let's put those in there. Yes, good, I'm not encumbered. Okay, let me grab those. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we are going to basically just be doing this all the way around. This is so that the turrets have a better angle and so that they can sort of shoot downwards, in a sense, if you know what I mean. Like they're not constricted by the stone under them. And I am going to go all the way around with this. I guess I'll just leave... Okay, you gotta be kidding me, right? That drives me nuts. I'm not even going to bother cutting. This should be quick. One more. There. This is going to add a couple because now the corners won't have one, they'll have two. But it's no big deal. I made us, I think, enough to go all the way around without breaking these. Even though we are going to break them, so we'll have plenty of resources. So that should not be a problem. I shouldn't have to make any extra trips for that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Finish this up here. Come on, stop giving me that one. There we go. There we go. And we are done. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break all of these crop plots. We're going to put them on the ends of these catwalks, and that'll give us a whole walkway. It'll be almost like in castles, if you guys have ever seen like a real-life medieval castle. The archers have like walkways where they can walk around. So that the turrets will be here, and we'll actually have somewhere to walk, because right now we have a walkway, but as soon as the turrets grow, we're not going to have a walkway anymore. It's going to be extremely hard to walk, and it's turning nighttime. I don't really like doing videos at night, because you guys can't really see, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and as soon as I've done that, we should be done with building for today, and we can move on. Oh my god, guys. I just came up on this mountain to admire our work from afar, and it is beautiful. I just finished up the last finishing touches that I said I was going to put on, and wow. It is, not only does it look amazing, but the functionality is key. That is the killer of all hostile dinosaurs right there. I'm going to take you down right now so we can look at the finishing touches I added. Alright guys, you can probably tell from the excitement in my voice how happy I am that we are finally done with the base building for the most part. As you can see, I put the crop plots on the outside. I added some ladders down here for us to get up to our walkway archery area over here. The front is done. For the balcony, we might have some additions later on. It'll mostly be minor stuff, but please, if you have any good ideas, leave it down in the comments section, and if we get anything really great, then I'll make sure to implement that. But otherwise, guys, if I come back in here, we have got just about everything done in terms of building, and I am very sorry. I gotta apologize, guys, because I know I said at the beginning of the episode how we were gonna have just a small checklist of things. Those were my exact, ignorant, naive words to think we could ever have a building experience in ARK without it taking the entire episode. So I know I said we're gonna do that, and I'm sorry that it did take the entire episode. But unfortunately, guys, the safety that comes from building an epic base like this honestly does take precedence over getting any dino, even a flyer in particular. So, unfortunately, we had to finish that this episode, but I do promise that for part 2, which I'm going to be releasing at the same time of this episode because I feel bad that we didn't get to the Pteranodon that I promised, and that the whole episode ended up being taken up by my short checklist, quote, air quotes. So they're going to be, and of course I fell down. So they're going to be released at the same time. But I think that's going to conclude for this part of episode number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed the building episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Digital Universe.